Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video of the File Diaries. So as I mentioned in the last video, because I was going to post a video before this, but I think it's better just to jump into this one. So yeah, as I mentioned in the previous video that I put out this week, that I will be on vacation this weekend, so unfortunately that means I won't be able to stream due. But in lieu of that, I wanted to put out at least something this weekend for doo. So here we are with a live stream that isn't really live. And as you can see, we're back in Copperdale because that is going to be our focus. We are tackling Copperdale first. And I already have an idea of what I want to do today. And I want to start building some of the residential homes because I just really want to start building some homes because I'm excited about what I have planned when it comes to the residential lots of Copperdale. So as you can see, we're in a map view to start off with, and I just want to emphasize how small Copperdale is, okay? Before I bought this pack, I thought I would have a little bit more room, but with the high school and all this stuff taking up like the space here, and then I'm planning on turning this into a community lot, so we have 3. We don't really have too many. Oh wow, I just noticed this is a residential lot. But yeah, we don't really have too much space to work with, which is kind of disappointing. So as far as residential lots go, what I have planned so far is I'll probably keep these 2 residential. I'll make this one possibly a rental so I can fit 2 homes up here. Residential, and yeah. So I don't know how it's going to turn out when we go in and start doing the townies. I don't know if I'll actually add more families since, again, we don't have that much space. And I want you to still have space to move in your family if you choose to play in Copperdale. So yeah, just to kick things off, we're going to be starting off with the Little Falls Nuke because I already know which build I want to do for that lot. But as we load in, again, guys, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, morning, evening, wherever and whenever you're watching this video. And today you are all VOD watchers, so shout out to the VOD watchers. But yeah, I hope you guys are off to a good start. And here we are. So with Copperdale, as you can see, it's pretty much like Pacific Northwest inspired. It's surrounded by a lot of like nature. So we have some forests, we have these lakes and stuff going on in the background. So I don't really want to go for like the typical suburban cul-de-sac style of build when it comes to the residential lots. I'm more thinking of, actually, I don't know what you would call those builds. I guess the antithesis of that. Okay, so the homes, they aren't going to be looking like very similar or the same homes. It's not going to be like that. Okay, it's going to be something that's different. I honestly don't know what you call those styles of homes. Maybe like a lot of split level, a lot of like wooden and paneled style homes, I guess. But yeah, for this home here, I think this is going to be one of the empty homes because, like I said before, since we don't have that much space, I don't want to cram like too many townies in here. But I don't know, we'll see. And I'll put up a reference image, of course, of this home so you can see what I have planned. And that'll kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be doing when it comes to the other residential lots around here. But yeah, right now, just going ahead and getting started with the overall structure of this home. We should be able to make it a decent size. Okay, yeah, we got a nice backyard space. And we'll probably put a deck back there too. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty easy when it comes to the structure. I'm kind of excited when it comes to building the residential lots in Copperdale because I think this is the first time in a while that I've done a residential lot with strictly vanilla items. It's been a while since I did any residential lots without CC, so this should be pretty fun, pretty exciting. Get to work the muscle, because I feel like if you build with CC, that's completely fine, but every once in a while you should go no CC, because it is different building with no CC than it is with CC. So it's kind of like working out, you know? If you go too long without building with just like the items in the game, and when you suddenly come back, it can be pretty difficult to adjust. So I'm happy to be back in this position. And so far so good. But then again, we haven't furnished anything. Also, when it comes to furnishing, I remember a long time ago on my Tumblr, I did a poll asking people if they prefer like the empty homes to come furnished already, or do they just want like an empty home with absolutely nothing in it, or do they want it kind of to be realistic where when you move in you have like your kitchen and stuff and that's it. And if I remember correctly, I think a lot of people preferred for it to be the realistic way, where when you move in, you just have like your kitchen and your bath, and that's pretty much it. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this home. And plus, I don't really know, like I said, I'm not really 100% sure about the townies situation. I haven't started planning out the lore for the townies in this save. So yeah, this home is going to be empty, and plus I don't really know who would live here, even if I did do like townies, if I moved in people. Ooh, this one's kind of nice. I was kind of looking for, I guess, slats that are a bit wider, kind of like the reference image, but this might have to do. We do have these, but it has like that brown with that black little thing on the side. Or possibly this. Okay, wait a minute. I actually do like this. This is not too bad. And then there's some type of like red trim along the roof. That could be a pretty cool idea. I might change out the shingles. I like the texture on that a bit better than what we had before. This is too red. I don't know. Maybe it's the perfect amount. Also, I need to remember to turn off my reshade, because whenever like I build builds for like that I plan on sharing with other people, I do make an effort to turn off reshade, because sometimes the colors can get a bit wonky. So I want to make sure they look okay when you're not playing with reshade, or specifically my reshade, because my reshade that I'm using right now, I have it adjusted to where it kind of desaturates the colors a bit. Let's see. I think I might just keep it the original. Yeah, we can just keep it the original right now. And maybe raise up the foundation like just a bit. Like this. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure if this picture is supposed to be the front of the house, but I feel like it is. So I'm just going to go with that. Which I don't mind. I feel like that's kind of unique. Okay, there we go. But now that I'm looking at the image, the house is a bit taller, but then again, it's on a slope. And I kind of like the height that this house has in the inspo picture. But at the same time, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't mind it being up this high. I actually kind of like it now since I switched it. I think we will go with this height for the home. Because I don't know if I ever built or have built a house in this save this height. Also, let me go ahead and save, because if you were here last stream, then you know bad things happen when I don't save for a long period of time. So let's avoid that and go ahead and save. You guys save too if you're also playing while watching me. Okay, there we go. And for some reason, saying that just reminded me, apparently there was a leak about fairies. Like, we're actually getting fairies in the game. And all I want to say is, that's very interesting. That's very interesting because, I don't know, with me, like when it comes to this game, if you watch this channel, you'll know that, I mean, I don't really care about having new stuff added to the game. Like I've mentioned this before, I would prefer the Sims team to just focus on what's currently in the game and like fixing the game and making it better. So I can't really get too excited about fairies. I mean, if you want fairies, then I'm excited for you. I love that for you. But me personally, I don't really have an interest in fairies. Honestly, I don't really have an interest in occults. The only occults that I usually play with are vampires and the spellcasters. I don't have werewolves because honestly, I don't really see myself being interested in playing a werewolf. But yeah, the occults that I would be interested in, we already have in game, so I'm kind of cool off of that. But like I said, shout out to you guys, because I know a lot of people have been asking for fairies, and I haven't watched any of the videos talking about the leak yet, so I don't actually know like what the plans are and how they entail in implementing fairies in the game. But I am going to assume that it probably will be done pretty well, because I think occults in this game are done pretty well. Usually the occult packs are pretty strong, and even though the worlds are kind of small, I feel like they do a good job with everything else, especially now since they kind of have the whole occult tree down pack. There probably will be a lot of things you can do when it comes to customizing the occults. So yeah, that should be fun if you're interested in fairies. But like I said, I most likely won't be buying that pack when it comes out because, I don't know, I'm just not interested in it, and the game is already kind of broken at the moment. And I feel like not better builds, business and hobbies, that might be the last one I buy for the foreseeable future. Unless like bans or something come out, which even then I don't really know, because I don't know how I feel about like if bans is an expansion pack. I don't know how I feel about paying for that. Kind of a principle type of thing, you know. Why do I need to buy an expansion pack just for bans? Okay, let me do some adjusting. The roof pieces are a bit longer, but I don't know if I want to actually do that. But there's some type of like fireplace situation going on. Okay, wait, I think I need to go inside and start floor planning and just seeing how I'm going to set everything up before I start adjusting on the inside. Oops, I forgot the phone is here. Okay, so where was I? Floor plan, because we need to figure out if we need to stretch this out a bit more. And someone on stream last time was asking about like, how do I become such a good builder and stuff like that. So maybe I should start talking about my process a little bit more. So yeah, usually my first step or plan of action, like most people, is when I build a home, I just start off with like the outside structure first. So I like to get the whole structure built first before I start doing like too much in the inside. So as you can see here, this is probably what we're going to go with. We might make some adjustments later, but we have our base, our structure to start off with. And then before I start committing, before I start, furnishing and the wallpaper and all that stuff, I like to go ahead and lay out the floor plan, because while I'm doing the floor plan, if I notice that, okay, like these rooms are a bit too small, or if we don't have enough room for blah, 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 or if we could add more room, it's not too late to adjust the outside. Versus if I already go and start furnishing things, and then I start noticing, oh wait, I don't have enough room for a bathroom, or this is entirely too much space, then it's a bit too late because I already have stuff placed, and then we're just kind of screwed. So yeah, that's kind of my process when it comes to building. So let me put in some lights so I can actually see what I'm doing on the inside. And I can already tell for this home, we can probably fit in 2 to 3 bedrooms, because we have this entryway right here, and I think this would be a good space for like just a living room. And keep in mind, these homes in Copperdale, I feel like they're gonna be a bit wonky when it comes to the layout, because usually you have some type of like foyer, right? So you have the hallway, and then on the side you have like the living room. Even if you have an open floor plan, that's usually, well, at least what I feel is the layout for most homes. But for this home, I think this could be the living room. And then maybe we come over here and we have the steps. So yeah, we probably could stretch the home out a bit more. Maybe move this up, and then that way we still keep this backyard space, because I think this is a pretty decent size for the backyard. It looks kind of small, but also I'm gonna pretend we also have access to this. So let me go ahead and put the stairs down. I'll just put some random ones down for now. We don't have to commit to these, but this is what we're gonna go with. And let me go ahead and move the house forward some. Yeah, I feel like this is fine. Also, I hate how whenever I move the house, like these come on, the outline for it, like, don't do that. Get out of the way. Okay, there we go. And yeah, we'll expand this so we can expand the house. Wait a minute, I just thought of something. We could possibly put a basement in here as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Because a lot of like Pacific Northwest homes, isn't that a thing? Like Pacific Northwest and maybe like up north in the Midwest, basements are like a really big thing out there, right? And Copperdale is teen heavy. Like I said in like our last stream that we did, is I do plan on making a lot of the lots teen friendly. And what's more teen friendly than a basement? Or at least I think so, because I always think of That 70s Show when I do basements. Also, my laptop isn't plugged in. I did not know that. So that's why the screen kind of just dimmed. So basement. Yeah, I usually think of like That 70s Show when I think of basements. And that's another reason why I'm so sad that Copperdale is so small. Because I would love to like have a That 70s Show type of group. I feel like that could be pretty fun, which honestly we still can. They just probably wouldn't live in the world. But I'm fine with that. Can we... I think we can stack them, right? Oh, or is it too big? Wait, how tall is this wall? Oh, it's foundation, I forgot. Humana. Or what if I put the stairs down first? Okay, no, it's just... Oh, okay, wait. Ah, okay. Got it. Or can we move the stairs a bit more this way? Okay, nice. Yeah, I would kind of like them to line up that way. So yeah, this could be like our basement entrance. And therefore, if we have the basement like this, I feel like it makes sense for the kitchen to be over here, because then you also have access to the patio from here. Same with the living space over here. So I think this is a good layout so far. So doorway, it'll be right beside like the stairs and the front door, but I honestly don't care because, like I said, these homes are kind of just wacky, because some homes are like that in real life. So yeah, we have maybe our kitchen, a dining space over here, and let's see, we have a basement. So honestly, we probably just keep, or actually I don't know, wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do like a mud room over here? Because we could do a mud room, and then we have like the kitchen over here, and we have a space over here, and then we have the bathroom situation too. Okay, let's just start doing stuff and thinking about it. Thinking. Doing. Because one option is we have the basement right here. We can do like a mud room, and then we have like the kitchen and this area over here. So something like this. This is like one option. And it'll just kind of be like an open floor plan when it comes to the kitchen and dining room area. But we can also kind of split it with some, what do you call those things? Some spandrels right here, or like a big doorway. Or another option, because we still need to fit a bathroom. I just realized that we do need a bathroom over here. So maybe the other option is like this. I kind of feel like it's weird if you have to walk all the way over here to go use the bathroom. Wacky floor plan aside, it seems like a lot. Let's see. Yeah, if we do like the bathroom, and then this could be some type of like sunroom. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I might go with the other plan of having like some type of mud room and then the bathroom. And it's a bit of a closed off floor plan, but I think it fits. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then upstairs, okay. So we can just keep this kind of closed off, to be honest, when it comes to like the landing for the stairs. So maybe also when it comes to laying out the top floor or the second floor, that can get kind of tricky. So my tip is I usually just start from the corners, and then I just fill in the rest of the space from there. this could be bedroom number 1. Let's see. And then we need to figure out where we could put the bathroom. How much space do I want to give them? Maybe we'll bring the bathroom over here, like the full bath. And then our bedrooms. So bedroom number 2, and then bedroom number 3. We can do like that. Actually, I might make this on an angle, because I kind of don't like putting the doors on like a corner wall like that. Okay, we can do that. And then, I don't know, depending on how small I want to make this, because I feel like this would be the master bedroom right here. So if that's the case, we can make this like a half bath for the master bedroom. And the bedroom is kind of small. So I don't know, maybe we do put this on our corner. And that way we can, oh, wrong tool. That way we can bring it out a bit, like this, and I can give them a bit more room in the master bedroom. And also we don't have as much hall space to deal with, because I hate decorating hallways, even though I'm not going to be decorating this home. Okay, but now this room is kind of small, but no worries, no worries. Because I might give them a closet. That way I take some from this room. And do we give them a closet? Maybe. That's something we can think about later. But now we have the floor plan, so that's all that really matters. So yeah, like I said, start off with your base, then you start doing your floor plan, and that way while you're kind of like going through, planning out the rooms, thinking ahead of how you might want to furnish this home, you can go ahead and make those adjustments before it gets too late. So yeah, I think perfect size, perfect floor plan, and then going down to the basement. I think the basement is a decent size. And actually, we probably can just like bring it in some. Or actually, I don't know why I'm saying actually so much. It just shows how indecisive I am. Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, basement. That's a pretty decent size. And maybe we can go ahead and start placing windows in. I'm so happy. Wait a minute. I just realized we have high school years now. So we have those windows that you could sneak out of. I love those windows so much. They look so good. Wait, are they medium wall height though? Okay, here we are. Wait, where can I place this? Can also function as an entry exit for those looking for an alternative to a more traditional doorway. How boring. It's likely they've never been a teenager and had to sneak out to an event with friends. Just place it next to a walkable spot and freedom awaits. Do they have a non-sneak out window? Or is like that the only option? What? Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Because I thought I saw people using like just this window. Unless I have to switch to swatch? Is that the case? Interesting. And by interesting, I mean that's kind of disappointing. Darn. Okay, wait, let me go to content. That was like one of my driving factors for getting high school years. I just wanted the windows. And you're telling me you can't even use them? Unless they're like down on the floor? What? Wait, I'm so confused. What? Okay, wait. Is it because I have move objects on? Is that why? But now that I'm saying all this, I don't even know if I will use these windows. Yeah, I don't know if I'll use them down here because I actually like the size of these. So all that complaining was for absolutely no reason. But you guys, I don't know, maybe you watch me enough to know that that's usually how it goes. Okay. Whatever. Stick with these windows. And we'll put one of the slidey windows up here. As far as window placement comes, I have no rhyme or reason when it comes to windows. I just place what feels right. Okay, there are windows. And then, like I said, for the living room, I want like a little entryway for that. And since we have a mudroom now, I was gonna have like a sliding door be for the kitchen, but I feel like we should just go ahead and put like that here. So I might bring this out like I had before. And yeah, we can do a little sliding door for the living room area. Also, I hope I'm not talking too low because it is not pretty early in the morning. This is the time I'm usually up, but I didn't get up until like a bit later. So my voice is kind of blah. Still kind of low. So hopefully it's not too low where you can't hear me. But okay, there we are. Ooh, I forgot we have these sliding windows. There we are. Those are nice. And just now remember I did want it to put like a little smokestack over here because they had one in the picture and I liked how that looked. But I think we're gonna be fine because we don't really have the room to add that in. Which is fine. That's completely fine. Okay, now for the interior though. Do we go for carpet or do we go for like wood? Rustic wood. Let me cut the grid off. I do kind of like the look of the carpet already. Ooh, okay. I think this is the vibe that we're going for. This type of carpet. And we're going to be controversial and we're going to put carpet in the dining room area. We're not going to have it in the kitchen. I'm going to find some towel for that. Or maybe some linoleum would work better. But I feel like I always use linoleum. Maybe this green towel. Do something like that. Yeah, we can use this green towel. Man, I already love this home so much. I feel like if I find myself in Copperdale while playing in Doo-Doo, I would definitely move into this house. I've said this many times before, but this is the style of home I prefer in real life. I'm not really a fan of like the cookie cutter, buy it and design it. I don't really like those styles. I prefer those kind of older, dated homes. So this is right up my alley. Right up my alley. So that's why I feel like a lot of homes in Doo-Doo are kind of similar to this. You won't really find those suburban style homes. The only places you'll find it is, well, in Newcrest, because I do have like a little suburb set up over there. And kind of some places in Evergreen, but not really. Those are the closest areas you're going to get it if you're looking for that in doo-doo. Because most of the homes are just, they're really stylized, you know, or they're pretty dated. Kind of want to do, oh yeah, I think this works better. Wait, why did the stairs disappear? Oh, because I didn't put walls there, I forgot. I deleted those. I was thinking about maybe putting like pattern wallpaper, but I don't feel like that's what we need for this home. That is not the vibes we're looking for. Okay, pretty nice, pretty nice. And let's go ahead and start putting down some doorways. Also, we can probably throw in another window. Maybe like this one over here. But yeah, let's go ahead and put down some doorways. Do I want the full ones or like the kind of stretched out ones? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, this is kind of like a happy medium, so we can go with this one. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Like, you kind of just walk through here in order to get to the kitchen, and then we can put the door to the bathroom over here, so you don't actually have to like walk all the way over here just to use the bathroom. And I like that that's a slightly different color than the doorways. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe we put the door over here. We might have to move the window though, because I'm thinking about when we actually place like the shower and stuff. All right, and fireplace maybe? Fireplace. Why not? We've had some new fireplaces since we've played in doo-doo. So let's see what we have. This, honestly, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Feels a bit fancy, but, you know, I like it. I can't complain. We could go with this one, but I always use this one. And I don't really prefer that one over the other one. This one is a bit retro too, and I feel like it kind of fits the space pretty nicely. Okay, wait a minute. That might be the move instead. Should we stick with the red brick? Yeah, I like that. And then maybe we put some towel underneath. That seems pretty realistic. Or maybe we put the brick, like some matching brick underneath. I wish we could raise this like just slightly. We could with platforms, but I don't know. I don't know if that might be too high. Do we not have any matching brick? Interesting. Very interesting. Or maybe this. This might be the closest we'll get, but that's a bit too off for me. This one could kind of work, but it's not really the same pattern. And then let's try to raise this and see how that looks. Yeah, see, I feel like if it was just half of this height, that would be fine, but it's a bit too high for me. So I think we'll just keep it like that for now. And then, yeah, just to give you an idea of how I would imagine this living room set up. Just do some couches on the side, have a nice little coffee table in the middle, maybe put like a desk or a piano or something over here. You can put like a bookshelf like on this wall or beside the fireplace. It's a pretty roomy setup in here, so I'm happy with that. And then I wish in game we had a similar lighting fixture to what a Winged Llama has in their CC pack. It's like that fan, but it actually has lights, because in the game here we have ceiling fans, but they don't come with like lights attached to them. You can kind of like juice it around in a way, which I'll probably do. Let's see, maybe we go with these. Okay, wait, I didn't mean to do that. This one. And I think there's like a pendant lighting we can use. Let's see. Is this one long enough? It could kind of work, but also it's pretty dark. Okay, yeah, this fan is a bit too long. So all the lights are gonna be kind of weird. Unless we do this. Wait a minute, that kind of works. We just like stick it in there. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay. And we can do something similar to the living room as well, because I like the idea of doing that. There we go. Perfect, perfect. And there we are for our light. Wow, that's my stomach. Hopefully you didn't hear it. Also, guys, I was feeling a bit brave, and I actually watched some of the live stream that I posted last weekend, because I usually do watch my live streams, but ever since I moved back home and my internet has gone to crap, I've been avoiding them because I was too scared to see like what the final result looks like with the internet being as bad as it is. And honestly, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. There's some skips because like when I'm live streaming, we have some pauses because the internet is like just going really slow or there's a bit of a disconnection. But for the most part, I felt like it was still pretty watchable. So hopefully you also feel the same way. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I want to use this door though, because I want to be able to put stuff on this side. But since it's kind of like taking up 2 slots, we might need to go with a different door. I don't know, what door do you have to a mudroom? Or would you just do like an archway? Don't really know. Maybe we can go with this door. That is fine. And I will put this light back over here because we now need to see, because we are into furnishing the kitchen. Let's see, how do I want to lay this out? Okay, first let me put down a dining room table just to give me an idea, because we can go about this several different ways. Maybe you put like a round table in here, but the best way to test it out, I think, is just to put this table down, this long one, because that takes up a lot of space. Okay, and then I think I'm going to use these for rent counters. And FYI, when it comes to doo-doo, as you guys know, I do have a version of this that is without for rent. And when I say for rent, I don't mean that like I'm not going to be using the pack at all. I mean, I'm not going to be using rentals. So I know there was a bit of confusion when it comes to that. So yeah, just keep that in mind, you know. I will be updating both, but I will still be using the pack in both, just not the rental function in both, because especially with all like the issues that's been going on with rentals and stuff, I want to give people the option. Plus, if you don't have for rent, then you won't have to worry about like the game breaking, I guess, because I don't know how that works if you download a save with rentals and you don't have for rent. I don't want your game to like combust. What counters? I was thinking these, but I don't know now. I feel like that's not what we want. Ooh, wait, did we get new swatches? I do not remember this ever being a swatch, but I'm gonna use it because I think that is beautiful. And then I was also thinking of putting like an owl over on this side, but I think this kitchen is so big enough that we honestly don't need to do that. So we won't. Or I don't know, maybe we do. Maybe we can put like a little one in the middle. That's nice. This is a very roomy kitchen. And then I think I will split up the space just a bit, like this. And then that's perfect, because yeah, you have enough room to walk around the table. Also, when you have holidays, because you know holidays are a thing in this game, you can like move stuff down and put like your Christmas tree over here. That's something I'm trying to think about more when I'm doing homes, because if you don't know, and if you didn't watch the last video, I have a legacy, which by the way, like I said, I posted a video earlier this week of me decorating my legacy's home. And that's something I'm starting to think about more, because with my legacy family, I do tend to play with holidays a lot. Like I actually throw events and stuff for them, and they host people quite often. So that is something that I think about when I'm doing a home, if there's enough room for like a Christmas tree or something of that nature. Okay. And then maybe we can go for that super big archway, or we might just do the spandrel. Let's see. What's the difference between these? Okay, that one's a bit taller. It's not as rustic looking, so I think we will go with this one. There we are. Perfect, perfect. And I think this is just good for having like more space. You can't actually put stools right here. Honestly, I don't even know if you can walk through this. I'll have to play test this a bit, but yeah, I think this is just good for having a lot of counter space in here. Which is very important. Okay, and let's get some counters going. Yeah, these are definitely new swatches, because I would have remembered having these in the game, even though I don't really... Well, even when I build with CC, I do tend to use most of like the in-game kitchen items, because I actually like how most of those look, and I'm too lazy to find a whole bunch of kitchen CC. Okay, this is nice. I can go with this. Wow, that came together so easily. I love when that happens. Okay, so yes, we have a nice spacious kitchen with a lot of counter space. We can stuff some stuff over here. And then we have our mudroom. So I would think you would put, what's that little thing? Like either some type of chair, or if you have animals, honestly, you can put some stuff over there for them. Animals, pets. But yeah, I would just usually throw up like one of these, or I'd like make my own with like an ottoman and some shelves. But yeah, that's kind of the idea there. And now that I'm thinking about that, I think I would like to put a little bit of paneling in this room. And then we have that continue down in the basement. And we can get rid of this because I was just kind of seeing the space. Okay. So let me put down the essentials. Oh, I love this so much. I love it so much. I knew I would love this. I knew it. When I saved it to my Pinterest board, I was like, yes, this is the one. Or this is one of the ones, because all of the houses on that Pinterest board look amazing. And I can't wait. I can't wait to finish Copperdale. Never thought I would say that sentence in my life, but here we are. And then for, I don't know, a new house, do they include a mirror? I always wonder that. Because I've never lived in like, well, I don't know, I've never moved into a house. Like, you know, usually rented homes or like stayed with my grandparents growing up. So I have no idea how like buying a new house works. Because I've never bought a home. I've never bought a home. I'm not in that stage of my life yet. But I'll just put a mirror down. Maybe like in the upper floors. They don't have mirrors. They leave that up to the people moving in if you want to have a mirror or not. Then I think we'll use these instead. Classic nipple lights. These are pretty nostalgic. I feel like these are always in old homes. Okay, and now let's get started with, I guess, the layout of the bathroom up here. Go with this classic. I always use this because I feel like this is the best option in the game for just like a bath shower combo for a not too old home, but also it's not super modern. Let's see, how do I want to go about doing this? I could put the door more over here. Wait, no, because then that'll kind of be blocking the window. So maybe I do move the window over. How's that look from the outside? Okay, that doesn't look too bad. So, yeah, I guess we just do kind of everything on this side of the room. And do I want to use the same counters as below? Eh, whatever. I don't care. I don't think the Sims would care, so why should you care? That's fine. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, we can do the toilet over here. I'm trying to think, because maybe you would want to put, like, the toddler potty, if you have a toddler. But also, I kind of want to just keep everything on the side. There'll still be room, I believe. I don't know. We'll just do this. We'll keep it this way. And actually, let me think how my bathroom looks at home. We could do this. Oh wait, or we could do this. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think what would give us the most room. Or would this look stupid? Because it's kind of like how our bathroom is, our full bath. Like you walk in, and then it's just, everything is like on the side, and it leads you to the toilet. And we could do like one of those quarter counters, I guess. Yeah, that kind of works. And then you have room, so if you wanted to do, actually, I don't know. I don't know if that would actually fit the potty over here. I don't know. You can figure it out. Feel free to take this out. I don't know. It's whatever you want to do. As Bobby Brown used to say, it's your prerogative. And then we will move this back over here. Ooh, wait, that's actually perfect. That lighting coming in is beautiful. I already put the toilet over here. I did not. Okay. And then let's put one of these lights maybe on this side, because then you can put like paintings and stuff on that side. Okay, and now that leads us back to the bedroom. Do I want to actually keep this in, or maybe I just do this? I don't think we have enough room or like a good space to put a closet in this room as well. Like, I guess we could do it right here. It's kind of a crazy shape if you think about it. If you come in, you have a bedroom or like the bed over here. Nah, I just do it like this. Okay. There we are. And also, let me check on the recording time. Make sure OBS is still going. Oh wow, we're not even to like an hour yet. Well, we're almost. I feel like I've been building for like centuries. Speaking of building for centuries, let me save before the game spontaneously combusts as usual. Okay, but cool. Maybe we'll actually have time to fit in another house. Or I don't know, I might not go super long. Because usually for these live streams, that's not a live stream, I'll go for like 2 hours. Because I think that's the max recording time. I don't know. I might cut it early. We might just focus on this house for now. Because we could move on to another house and I could start building the structure for that. But I don't know. I don't really know. And I kind of want to do some other recordings too, because I will be going on vacation and I want to have some stuff prepped for next week. I don't know, we'll see. As far as the basement goes, I will put a closet down here. Or actually, no. Or actually, yes, I will put a closet. We'll do this big one. Because I really like how this big one looks compared to the other one we have. And maybe we will shrink it a bit. I'm gonna put that little bulb in here. This is very basement. Although we're not going to furnish the basement, I want it to look like it's not in the best of shape. So maybe we put some of these little like decals that come with like the scratches and stuff. What do you know? Basement treasures. Put some of these down. Have it just sprinkled around like that. Be on the other side of the basement. Would it be just like concrete? Would it be brick, would it? Okay, I think that's okay. That's fine for now. Do I want to keep these stairs? Because these are just kind of placement holders. Ooh, okay, yeah, we can go with these. I might keep the green up here, though. I do actually kind of like that. But for the basement stairs, I think we'll just go for these. take one out because I like the look of that. Okay, and then where do I want to put the stairs? I guess right here. That seems like it makes sense to have the stairs right there, since that's leading from the mudroom. Because I feel like if you're in this house, like, yeah, people could come out this way, but when they come back into the house, you probably prefer them to just go through here. That way they can like clean off their shoes and stuff. I'm guessing that's what a mudroom is for. I have no idea. Never been in a house where you had a mudroom. That sounds very fancy. And voila, yes, I think that is pretty much it when it comes to this home. Of course, we gotta put like the trash can and stuff. And I think I might go ahead and mute because I do, oh dang it, I forgot. I don't have build by, better build by in, so I don't have the live edit objects. What's the cheat code for that? Okay, is it bb.show live edit? Also, I'm typing with one hand. Edit objects. On maybe? I don't know. Debug. Okay, that was it. Cool. So let me see. I'm gonna just sort them by base game and high school living because I don't feel like scrolling through a million stuff. Let me just make sure the plants. Okay, the plants are over here. Okay, yeah, so I'll probably mute for like 5 minutes because I want to be able to use both hands to actually place the stuff where I want it to be. And for this house, I don't think we'll do anything too fancy for the landscaping because as you can see around here, it's just a lot of like greenery, like some wildflowers, then we have like bushes and stuff. It's not anything too fancy, so I'll probably try to keep it in the same vein as the surrounding landscaping. So yeah, I'll be back momentarily. Man, I forgot how like annoying it is to build without Better Build and Buy, because you can't clone the debug objects, which means I just have to grab like a whole bunch and hope I have enough so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Very annoying. So yeah, I'm just like pulling out a bunch of stuff that hopefully will be enough to landscape and do what I want to do. I don't know. I'm trying to find what I see out in the world, because that's also another trick I try to use when I'm landscaping a build. Because honestly guys, I'm not good at landscaping. I'm good at a lot of things when it comes to building in this game, but landscaping is definitely not one of them. It's just something, I don't know, I struggle with, especially when it comes to more like manicured style of landscaping. So in order to kind of just help myself and try to do a decent job, I mostly just look at what's around the lot I'm currently decorating, and I try to just mimic that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm grabbing these flowers and these bushes and the trees that I see around the lot, and I'm just going to try to replicate that over here. Let me just grab a whole bunch of this stuff. And I want to try to find these too. I do like the look of those. But I don't know where they are. Maybe those are base game, but I feel like I passed them. But also my reshade doesn't help because it kind of, as you can see, it kind of gets dark. So let me move over here. Is this one? No, that's trees. I feel like those are base game. But I do not remember seeing those. I don't know, my patience is kind of it's kind of running out, so I might just say, you know what, it's whatever. I'll find them one day, just not today. Okay, here they are. Just in time, because I was about to stop scrolling. And watch me not even use these, but you know, at least we have them as options. Okay, cool. So now I will mute because I have everything and I need to alt place some stuff where I want it to go. Okay, so I'm done, and honestly, I'll probably speed that part up because I don't know if anyone actually cares to see me spend that much time trying to figure out the landscaping. But I feel like this is pretty decent for now. I don't know. I'm still kind of moving stuff around though, because part of me feels like something's missing, specifically in this area over here. Or maybe it's this tree. Like, I'm not 100% sold on the tree, but I do think this fits in pretty well with the landscaping around the lot. Yeah, I am pretty happy with this. I probably will have to play test this for sure, because sometimes I can get away with not play testing, because when you build long enough, you kind of know what works and what doesn't. But with debug landscaping, especially when you put it like close to the steps or under like certain parts of the foundation, Sims won't be able to like walk up the steps or walk through that area. So I need to double check and make sure. But for now, I think I am pretty much done with this. I don't know. Actually, maybe we'll play around with the foundation. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. I don't know what foundation we would use. Like, this feels too much. Maybe like a brick one, but also that doesn't really make sense to me. Or do we just go ahead and put the whole, like, no, because we have a basement. We have a basement. That would not make sense. Let me just click on stuff. I don't know, something in this area just doesn't feel right. I feel like something's missing. Maybe this? I don't know. That's the phrase of today's stream. I don't know, because I really don't know. Okay, I'll just leave it. Honestly, I think I'll just leave this one for now. Have any ideas? Let me know. But for now, we're just gonna go with this foundation. Make sure I get it. Okay, here we go. All right, and then trash can, mailbox, and bada bing, bada boom. There you go. We are finished. Finito, done. Also, just a bit of a like hint lore drop, I guess. I honestly do not playtest mailboxes and trash cans. Well, I playtest trash cans, but I do not really bother with mailboxes. If it doesn't work, those are pretty easy to move out the way. But everything else, I do take the time to playtest. Okay, but yeah, I think this is what we're gonna go for when it comes to this house. I like it. I think it came out really good. I'm satisfied. Nothing I would fix. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. I think there's plenty of space for your Sims to do whatever they need to do. So yeah. One house complete. Ooh. And then there's space in the basement so you can make it even bigger. For now, we're going to go 3 baths, 1 full bath. And do I want to add any lot traits? I don't think I will, actually. I don't know. Like sometimes, like in, was it San Sequoia? I gave all the lots the earthquake one because that world is supposed to be inspired by San Francisco. So times like that, I will add lot traits, but most of the time, I don't know. I just don't. Oh yeah, I need to do some terrain paint. Forgot about that. And then we can leave. And I'm gonna check the time, and depending on what the time is, I might go into another lot and start building a home there. Or like I said, there's other recordings that I want to go ahead and get out of the way before I leave. So I might work on that instead. I don't know. But then I also want to play the game. So so yeah, maybe I will go ahead and just end things here. Because I feel like we did make some good progress. And that's all that really matters, you know? If I felt like we didn't get things done, then I probably would have still kept going. Also, this probably could be lighter, but I don't really care to adjust. All right. So there we are, our little house. Our first house in Copperdale. Woo! It is kind of an ugly house, but I like it. I like it. I might go back and change the wallpaper. I don't know. There's something about the outside that I feel like I need to adjust, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. So as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate it, you taking the time out of your day. Even if you're not actively watching, if you just have me on in the background, I enjoy hanging out with you, and I hope you feel the same way. So yeah, this will probably be the last video I put out this week. As I said, I'm going on vacation, and yeah, next week hopefully will be the return of the doo-doo live stream. We're working on the high school because you guys are evil and you want to see me, I guess, suffer. So yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll have some other videos out next week. But until then, I hope you have a good day, evening, morning, whatever, and whenever you're watching this video. And I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go ahead and mute.